President Trump's big speech is tonight. It's March 4th, 2025, and these are your headlines. What's going to happen at tonight's speech? That's what people are talking about. But we do know one thing, and that's that 3 Texans will be among those seated with First Lady Melania Trump during President Trump's address to a joint session of Congress this evening. See, tonight, Trump is going to deliver a speech to Congress in which he will tell it like it is. That's what he posted on Truth Social. The event will be similar to a State of the Union address, which is given annually by presidents following their first year of their terms. So who's on the list? Well, Alexis Nungaray, who's the mother of Jocelyn Nungaray, a 12-year-old girl who was murdered by 2 illegal aliens. The White House statement notes that the Biden administration had apprehended and released the individuals weeks before the crime. Her story is being used to emphasize border security and immigration policies. Also there to emphasize the border, Roberto Ortiz, a U.S. Border Patrol agent and military veteran who served for nearly a decade. According to the White House, he's faced direct threats from cartel violence while performing his duties near the Rio Grande. And also, you'll have Elliston Berry, a 15-year-old student who was the victim of computer-generated deep-fake images created by a school bully. Her experience, according to the White House statement, highlights concerns about cyberbullying and digital harassment. Now, each guest has been invited to serve as a reminder of the consequences of the Biden administration's failed policies and the impact of Trump's leadership. The address will take place tonight at 8 p.m. Central. Speaking of Trump, in a bold move to honor the president, North Texas Representative Brandon Gill has introduced the Golden Age Act of 2025, proposing that all $100 bills feature the image of President Donald Trump, replacing, of course, Benjamin Franklin. Gill, who's serving his first term in Congress, praised Trump's leadership, saying that he took a bullet for this country and continues to fight for border security, trade reform, energy independence, and an America First agenda. The bill aims to recognize Trump's impact by placing his likeness on the nation's most circulated banknote, the $100 bill. Did you know that? The Treasury Department would be required to release a preliminary design by the end of 2026 with all newly issued $100 bills featuring Trump's image by December 31st, 2028. The legislation's already been co-sponsored by fellow Texas Representative Troy Nehls.
America is at a crossroads. Now, more than ever, Texas must step up and lead the country. We don't have time to mess around. The only way to save America is with a strong Texas. You and I know this, but so do the enemies of life and liberty. Therefore, you and I have no choice but to stand up and fight. I'm Sarah Gonzalez, and to the enemies of liberty, I say, come and take it.
Last up, in the Texas Capitol, a measure seeking to ban all consumable THC products was brought forward by testimony yesterday in the Senate State Affairs Committee. Senate Bill 3, filed by Senator Charles Perry, would follow through on a top priority of Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick to eliminate loopholes allowing the psychoactive chemical found in cannabis to be sold. The measure also contains numerous fines and misdemeanors for violators. Current state law relating to hemp production, established in 2019, permits the growing of hemp containing up to 0.3% Delta-8 and Delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol, better known as THC. Okay, we'll just say THC. According to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, both Delta-8 and Delta-9 have psychoactive and intoxicating effects. In addition, Delta-8 THC products have not been evaluated or approved by the FDA for safe use and may be marketed in ways that put the public health at risk. Well, the measure was left after a long amount of testimony in committee, is likely to be taken up and voted out at a later date. For more of today's stories, go to TexasScorecard.com.